They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Being chased out left. And that one is incomplete. And the first play will be a field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Suckup will put this one right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January. And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl. And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back to throw, Keenum. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and that'll bring up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half. Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in the good defensive position, able to affect the play. Keenum will try again on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. Here's Keenum now on second down. His throw incomplete. Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play. When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice. And he will have him in. Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Keenum. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And McManus had a little too much slice on it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
After the missed kick, they're in really good position. They'll begin this drive at the 39 now. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now a toss play to Lewis. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll go as a loss of 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he locates Walker, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. 2nd down, Mariota. Dancing to his left. Keeps himself upright. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Throwing is Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Keenum. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
No, Roger. Got three down.
Out of the gun, Keenum. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. .13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 54 yards away. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will make our score 9-0. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on the Thanksgiving night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going underneath for Lewis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Mariota to throw it. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. To throw is Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Thomas, the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The quick slant caught. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First down, Mariota. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. To throw Mariota. And it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Keenum. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Keenum now on 1st down. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
To the right side, complete to Taylor. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mariota on 1st down. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Mariota now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Got a man right side, it's Sharp. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Mariota to Sharp that time for a Titan 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Todd Davis. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Keenum now. Perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Keenum. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offensive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now Mariota, he's going to go up top, and this will be caught. It's Matthews for the Tennessee touchdown. Rashard Matthews.